So many of us are stuck in life, and you're not alone. It's an important piece to take note of. It's a common problem called the human condition. There's that small percentage of people who are so motivated and driven that you just want to smack them. And then there are the rest of us who do the why do today what we can put off until tomorrow thing. So stop beating yourself up, stop putting yourself down for not being where you want to be in life, and stop resenting yourself for mistakes you've made in the past. The main cause, or at least in most cases, for all of this is procrastination. It is a killer of timely success. We know what we need to do. We know that once we do it, what we need to do, we're going to feel better, more accomplished, more successful, healthier, happier. We just won't do it. We get stuck. Hi, I'm Dennis Barry, #1 best-selling author and life coach for addiction recovery and life mastery. If you feel like you're a victim of procrastination, join the club. People say to me all the time, I need to quit drinking or doing drugs, or I need to lose weight and get healthy again, or I need to start my business and make more money. And I say, well, do you know how to do that? Do you know what steps to take to get unstuck? Sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes it's no, but in most cases, they just don't start. A few years ago, I was working with this guy. He was 38 years old, and he just couldn't stop smoking weed every day. He'd wake up and say, okay, today I'm going to do these 5 things. I'm going to get these 5 things done for my business. And then I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to eat healthier and drink lots of water. And then he'd walk downstairs and light up a bowl and talk to himself into playing like just one game of Xbox, just one game. And then 4 hours later, his day was shot and he got nothing done. Then his credit card bills started piling up. He lost his girlfriend. He realized that he was 30 pounds overweight because he was eating cookies in the morning. So we started with just some simple exercises to help him reprogram his subconscious mind, which drives over 80% of our life. First, we had to identify the behaviors and systematically remove the blockages in his life that were causing him to light that bowl up every morning. So it turns out when he was younger, he would wake up and every day his mom would make him breakfast and she would be having a vodka and orange juice. And he totally forgot about this. But when it was happening, she would get moody and crabby and say hurtful things to him about how he wasn't doing well in school and he should, and that he should tuck his shirt in, and that if he didn't shape up, he was going to end up being a failure like his uncle and his cousins. He totally blocked that whole scene out of his consciousness because it was really painful. And at the time, I mean, when he was 38 years old, when we were working together, he still had a great relationship with his mom. She was a nice person. She wasn't an alcoholic or anything. But those few years where she was doing that, it really damaged him, and he didn't even realize it, but he blocked it out of his life. So remember, almost all of our beliefs, our behaviors, our fears, insecurities, they're all formed between the ages of 0 and 18. And that's a time when our young, undeveloped brains are just not qualified to make those types of decisions about our lives. And then we fast forward like 10 or 20 or 40 years later or whatever, and now we're plagued with fears and insecurities and resentments that are driving our lives right into the ground, and they're keeping us from being happy and successful as we could be. I've been helping people get back on track and unstuck in their lives for 15 years. And one thing to realize right away is that you're not doomed to be a procrastinator for the rest of your life, or a drug addict or an alcoholic. You can change. It just requires a little coaching, a little direction, and of course, a little effort and commitment and willingness to change on your part. And I have some neat little tricks to help you overcome these little challenges. The first thing to take note of is that you are not a failure. And we don't just need to add a bunch of new techniques or habits or things into your life. We first need to remove the blockages in your life that are keeping you from conquering your goals and dreams. Remember that most addictions and unhealthy behaviors or alcoholism, that's not the problem. The drinking, the drugs, the eating, it's not the problem. It's my thinking, it's my emotions, my feelings, my ability to handle life. That's the real problem. If we can get to the real causes and conditions of why I'm doing those unhealthy behaviors, then we can more easily remove them from our life. It just requires a little direction from a coach or a counselor. And I'll just leave you with a few tips to overcome some of these little classic symptoms of procrastination to help you get unstuck and even help you ease up on your alcoholism or drug abuse problem right now. Number 1, stop creating these impossible to-do lists. This is the all or nothing technique. If you have 20 things on your to-do list for the day and you only get 3 done, then you're going to constantly feel like a failure. You're going to become overwhelmed, and then you're not going to do anything. And that's where you end up smoking a bowl and playing Xbox, or not doing the things that you're supposed to do to get you where you want to be. and make your days more manageable. And then you'll feel better about yourself and become more confident and excited to do more. Number two, always have that one thing on your list, that boulder, that if you complete, it'll make you feel like the day was a massive success. Then you'll have that sense of accomplishment and you'll see success happen. And number three, reward yourself. So if you get that huge thing done, that boulder, and a few other things done on your list, then reward yourself for doing a great job, whatever that is for you. I like to go on hikes. So when I get my boulders done, then I get to go on a hike. If you live near the beach and you get your boulder done, go to the beach. Don't just go to the beach instead of getting your stuff done. Don't go on hikes or go hang out with friends instead of getting yourself done. Make that the reward. If you continue down the path of not making changes, you're going to continue to suffer the failures that you're going through right now. Remember, nothing changes if nothing changes, or nothing changes until something changes. You have to make changes in your life for changes to happen. In most cases, people continue to suffer these failures, then they start turning to drugs or alcohol or overeating or shopping to cope with the fact that they aren't getting to where they want to be. And that's how addiction happens. Did you see how I just came full circle there? So sometimes you just need a coach or a counselor or an accountability partner to help push you over the finish line and get you unstuck. If this sounds like you and you're ready to make some changes, to get motivated, to change your life, to reach your goals, reach out to me. Let's talk for a bit. If you like it, we'll talk some more. And if not, then we won't have to do that anymore. And if you or anybody you know is struggling with alcoholism or addiction of any kind, just please reach out to me. I'm here to help. I'm sending you all love and good vibes. Have a great day today.